There are dozens of motivational speakers on tour today, but they are not all created equal. Some are good, while others are better, but only a few are described as the best. I'd like you to meet one of the best, Mr. James Parker. James has been motivating, training, and teaching for the past 10 years. He's a powerhouse, a walking stick of dynamite. His energy is explosive and contagious. James will captivate you as he magically mixes humor with his common sense approach to managing life's challenges. James has been associated with the Zig Ziglar Corporation and has traveled the world delivering motivational presentations and seminars. Once you hear him speak, your life will never be the same. His words will challenge your thinking while motivating and inspiring you to new heights. Ladies and gentlemen, James Parker.
The next key point to making it happen, we've got to develop a laser focus. And obviously you know that I'm talking about the importance of goals. Yale University did a study several years ago, and this was of their graduating seniors. They noticed that in their senior class, only 3% of the graduating seniors had properly set their goals. They had listed what they wanted to do in life. They had written down all the benefits of doing that thing. They had listed all the obstacles that they were going to face to make that happen. They had listed all the people, the skills, the knowledge that they had needed. They had listed a plan of action and a completion date. But they came back 20 years later and they found out that the 3% who had set their goals had accomplished more than the other 97% combined. This is the reason why. Life is like an all-you-can-eat buffet. You got a lot of choices, but you cannot eat everything at the same time. And the big problem that we have in life, so many people go around confusing activity with accomplishment, confusing doing things right with doing the right things. And you've got to remember the Pareto principle, which says 80% of your success each day is going to come from 20% of the things that you are doing. And if you want to be successful in life, if you want to make it happen, you've got to focus 80% of your success on that critical 20% that's going to make a difference. Start with the most productive thing each day instead of putting that thing off until the end and trying that later. A lot of people, they busy. I was over in Aruba doing a presentation and my client was saying to me, James, you got to help me find out why all of my people seem like they're busy, but we're never getting any work done. And finally, I called one of the persons. I took him out to lunch, and he said, as soon as I come around the corner, I see him. But when I took one of the employees to lunch, I said, how do you all know when the boss is coming? How do you all know to get busy when the boss comes around the corner? She said, his cologne precedes him. But you know, people like that, who go around faking it instead of really giving it their best, they don't realize they're really hurting themselves. You see, we are not like nature. You waste nature's resources by overusing them. If I've got soil, if I plant the soil too often, I'll strip it of its minerals. But humans are not like that. We waste human resources by underusing them. When we don't do our very best, we don't hurt the other people, we hurt ourselves. And if you're going to make it happen, you've got to develop a habit of doing more than you're paid to do. And that's the key to this whole situation. If you're doing more than you're paid to do, if you go in with a good attitude, if you're smiling, if you come in 10 minutes early, leave 10 minutes late, give the people more than you're paid to do. If the people who you're working for does not recognize it, somebody else will. It's an unbreakable law. One of those buyers will come in here one day and say, boy, I need somebody like you working in my organization. I could really use somebody with a wonderful smile that gets along with people like that. I know you're probably not looking for a job right now, but here's my card. And if you ever start looking, you make sure you call me first, because the world is looking for quality people. A lot of people stop looking for work as soon as they get the job. I asked a man one time, how many people you got working for you? Oh, about half of them. I asked about, excuse me, how long you been working for the company? Ever since they threatened to fire me. And you can't have that attitude and succeed in life. The only thing you get by by being casual in life, you end up being a casualty. And we don't want to be a casualty in this day and time.
What you want, you're gonna make it happen. Make it happen. And if you're getting on your knees at night and pray to the Lord, He's gonna make it happen. Make it